So what's the real secret to attracting women to date? I'm going to tell you why subconscious communication, why your charisma, why having game beats the absolute shit out of money, muscles, and looks. Because maybe you've even wondered why some men with all the money, with the perfect body, or with movie star looks still struggle to attract truly amazing women. And maybe even you even told yourself, if only I had more money, if only I had better looks, or if only I had a ripped physique, or if only I spoke English better, without a Dutch accent and without a stutter. Then I'd finally have success with women. Well, the truth is, yes, these are things that might help, if you know how to utilize them properly, but they are not the real key to attraction. They're not the real key to finding, meeting, and attracting women to date. To be able to take them on a date and having them being sincerely interested in you. And the men who consistently win with women are those who master the art of communication. They're the guys who know how to send powerful signals through their presence, through their confidence, through their aura, and who have the social skills, the communication skills. And today, you're going to discover why game is the ultimate equalizer and how you can start developing it no matter where you are starting from. So I'm going to teach you why subconscious communication is the foundation of real attraction, and why relying, only on money or looks or muscles, it will never be enough. And I'm going to share some stories from my, what is now 18 years almost of coaching men from all walks of life, including millionaires, including models, including fitness fanatics who still struggled with women until they learned the art of charisma, social charisma, communication skills, social skills, game. And I'm going to give you 5 actionable steps to start building your own game, your own charisma, with some practical exercises and real world examples. So that it can help you break free from limiting beliefs and for you to be able to step into your actual potential. So my name is Rink. I'm from Holland. Yeah, this is a Dutch accent, even though I have an amazing Brazilian color. I'm from Holland. I'm from the Netherlands. And since 2009, I've been coaching, training, internationally, speaking on events, seminars, workshops, and I've been coaching men from every background with different colors. Guys with money, guys with the looks, guys with muscles, but who still couldn't find, meet, attract the women that they really wanted. And I've seen firsthand that true attraction isn't necessarily about what you have, but how you communicate who you are and where you are heading. And if you are ready to stop making excuses, even you, and start developing some real social charisma, some real game, then this training is for you. Now, I made this training because, man, I speak to guys every day. And many men believe that if they just had more money, or if they just had better looks, or if they just had a perfect body, that women would automatically be drawn to them. And those women would then be the quality women, that they could actually build a life with. But look, I have coached literally millionaires, guys who brought in over $1 million a month. Yeah? And who were still invisible to women. Why? Because they were needy. Why? Because they couldn't communicate. Why? Because they were simps. Nice guys who simped and who lacked confidence. And they were very confident making money, but in the social areas, they were hiding in dark corners. Yeah, and I've worked with handsome men who got attention at first, but then lost every opportunity that they had, again, because they had no game. They had no ability to walk up to people, speak with them in an interesting way, and had no ability to flirt, no ability to lead, no ability to connect. So they were nowhere. Their handsome face didn't bring them anything. Yeah, and I've seen guys with, they were sculpted by the Roman gods. Yeah, they looked like like those men from the series Spartacus, who still failed with women because they had no social skills, no charisma. They were insecure, so they spent all their time training. Well, good for them, but they got no kitty cat. And the truth is that, yes, these external attributes can be important, and I'm very happy for you when you have those. They're a piece of the puzzle, but you have to see them as the icing on the cake. Real attraction happens on a subconscious level. How? Through body language, vibe, confidence, through your ability to create tension, create intrigue, through you sending the right subconscious signals that hit her in the way that it needs to be hit, for her to experience the emotions that she needs to experience. And if you hide behind excuses and never develop your social skills, you will stay stuck in a cycle of frustration and negativity. And I've seen it happen countless of times. I've been doing this for a very long time, internationally. I've seen thousands of men, literally, face to face. I've seen what works, I've seen what didn't work. If you can commit yourself to learning the art of game, the social art of attraction, the art of charisma, then with or without money, looks, or a sculpted body, you can still transform your results. No matter where you are starting from. I've seen it happen. I've been through it myself. Yeah, so just imagine being the man who walks into any room and instantly sparks curiosity, instantly sparks desire. And not because of your bank account or your biceps, but because of the way that you carry yourself, the way that you are naturally able to connect, the way that you make people, or women in this case, feel around you. And that is the power of subconscious communication. And it's a skill that you can start building today. How? Well, step 1, understand the power of subconscious signals. We know from evolutionary psychology that women are wired to pick up on subtle subconscious cues, signals. Yeah, and far more than they consciously realize. Yeah, so your body language, the way you hold eye contact, your vocal tone, your intonalities, the way you move through the world, move through social settings. They all send very powerful signals about your confidence, about your status. Yeah, this is very important. And about your intent and about who you are, what makes you move. And these signals matter far more than your bank balance or your abs. And when you rely on money only, or on looks only, or muscles only, you are missing the real point. Women are attracted to men who make them feel something, who can create a sense of excitement, of safety, and intrigue. And this happens through subconscious communication, not through flashing cash or flexing in the mirror. Sure, there are women who, will definitely get drawn to your money. And I've seen it happen. I've seen very wealthy guys failing miserably with women because, yes, they had a certain type of woman in their life who was attracted to, for an example, their money, not, them, because they had no substance. So what do you get? Well, you get a gold digger who bosses you around. I've seen it happen, but who doesn't really desire you, who doesn't really, she doesn't get wet. She's with you, but she's drier than the Sahara Desert. Again, I've seen it happen. I'm not going to name any names. Some of them are actually quite well known. And they failed. And to me, when I saw that, I just couldn't believe why they would accept, something so bad from themselves, but also accept those women in their lives, man. They looked not necessarily hot, but they tried. But it just didn't make any sense to me when coaching and training with guys like Mystery. You get some very well-known people in your trainings. I would never accept those kinds of girls in my life. I would not, and I would not wish them upon you. Yeah, so let's go a little bit further than just having money or looks alone. Yeah, because the men who master game, the men who who have charisma, are the ones who consistently attract quality women. Yeah, you might even think, like, quality women, what's he talking about? All women are the same. Well, no, they're not. I traveled the world for the last 30 years, and I've met quality women everywhere. And the men who have charisma, they actually are able to consistently attract quality ladies. Even if they're not the richest, not the best looking, or the most jacked guys in the room. And I've seen fat guys. Fat. Yeah? I wanted to kick them towards the gym. Like, they were fat, but they had something. They were well dressed, and they had game. And they brought home girls. They dated some pretty good looking women. And actually some really nice, quality women. That could be you. Well, not fat, but dating. Yeah. So what I want you to do is start paying attention to your body language, in social situations. Like, are you open, relaxed, and confident? Like those fat guys that I'm just talking about. They were open, relaxed. They had a certain level of confidence. They knew they were fat. Yeah, but it wasn't an obstacle for them. They had to develop a certain level of confidence. One of my best buddies right now, he's a Latino, but he's big, but he doesn't give a shit. He walks around on slippers, flip-flops. Like, he literally goes to parties on flip-flops, and he gets away with it. Why? Because he has an attitude. It's his attitude. I love the guy. He's going to slap me for saying this. But practice making strong and steady eye contact when you talk to people. That's what I see him do. Like, he walks up to people with his big fat body. And he looks him strong in the eye. He makes steady eye contact, especially with women. And you know, another thing that you can do is record yourself speaking and notice your vocal tone. And you have to aim for calm and grounded and expressive rather than rushed or monotonous, monotone. Look, a guy who stands tall, yeah, like my fat body. He's a tall guy. He's big, yeah. Who makes relaxed eye contact and speaks with a calm, confident voice will be perceived as more attractive, even if he's not the best looking guy in the room. So he's not the best looking, but he's still sexy. He's still attractive. He's still attracting, the right kind of women. So when you walk into a room with open body language and a genuine smile, people in general, but women especially, will subconsciously feel your positive energy and will be drawn to you. So practice sending out these signals in everyday interactions. And do it with cashiers, do it with colleagues, do it with friends. Yeah, build up your awareness on this subject matter. And yeah, build so much awareness that you automatically send out these attractive signals through your behavior, especially when you are around women, and that's when most men get nervous. Yeah? So there you go. Step 2, stop hiding behind excuses. Yeah, you're going to have to take action in the real world. You cannot stay inside swiping and hoping that, at some point a lady will descend from the heavens to help you grow a bloodline. I mean, it's easy to tell yourself, you know what? I will start approaching women or speak to women or going to social settings when I have more money. Or I'll be confident when I'm in better shape. I just told you about my fat buddy. Like, he has all the confidence in the world. He does not care about his looks. Like, he walks around with the crazy hair, and like when you see him, again, I love him. He's the example of a fat guy with crazy hair, but still being attractive. It's his energy. I speak with too many guys every week who have all these excuses that keep them stuck. Look, the only way to develop real game is to get out there, to interact with people, to be social, like literally be social and be curious about people. Yeah, I know you are. We are a social species, so you too. Yeah, and don't hide behind, but I'm an introvert. Yeah, so I have introverted friends who, man, they can speak like a rattlesnake. Like they talk to everyone. And every man that I've coached who broke through his limitations did so by taking action, by putting himself in social situations, by making mistakes. It's okay. You're not making mistakes. You're going through a learning process. Again, and this is a good one, right? You have to go through the process. You have to embrace the process and all the pains that come with the process so that you can grow and become. Yeah, without growing, you're not becoming. You have to go through the process. You're going to have to make mistakes and learn what doesn't work and what does work. And when you learn from them, they're not mistakes, they're learning points. Yeah, you don't need to be perfect to start. You just have to start. So, in best case scenario, commit to one new social interaction every day. Whether it's starting a conversation with a stranger or joining a new group, yeah, but get your ass off the couch and into social settings. Set small, achievable goals for every interaction. Yeah, so for an example, make someone smile, holding eye contact, asking one interesting question. That's it. That's all you need to get going. And reflect on each of those experiences. What went well? What did you learn? How can you improve the next time? When you start conversations with strangers at the gym, in a coffee shop, on a terrace outside, in a bar, in a, I don't know, some social club, you will quickly realize that most people are friendly, are open, and it will help you build confidence, especially for approaching women. You will notice every time I go out with friends, for an example, to Amsterdam, yeah? Amsterdam is, for the ones who don't know, it's a city here in Holland. And it's so easy when you at least dress up a little bit. You don't have to wear a suit, but at least dress up a little bit. If you just open your mouth, you'll notice that a lot of women, they're very happy that you are social. Yeah, so keep going, keep improving. Keep reflecting on your experiences. Yeah, even the awkward ones. They will all help you to see progress, and it will keep you motivated to keep improving your social skills. And I would actually say, if I would have to say that sentence again, I would leave the word motivation out of it. You don't need motivation. You need to be with or without motivation. You have to get your ass out of the house and be social. No one's motivated to do anything these days. It is what it is. It's something in the water. I speak to too many guys on a weekly basis, and man, so many of them are unmotivated sacks of dog shit. Yes, I said that, and I mean it. Like, yeah, I want to... It's always the same. Yeah, I want better results, but I don't want anything, I don't want to do what's necessary to get those results. Can you help me? No, of course not. Of course not. I've been through the process myself, and I had to work my ass off. Yeah, I had to grow, I had to learn, I had to run into walls, yeah, literally banging my face in concrete walls to learn from the experiences. You can't not do what's needed and then expect results. Step 3, develop your social charisma. This is the true X factor. I'm strongly convinced about this, what I'm going to tell you right now. Charisma is not about being the loudest or the most outgoing guy in the room. Yeah, for the ones that say, yeah, but I'm not an extrovert. Yeah, I am extroverted, but I'm very happy being by myself, all by myself, behind my laptop doing some work. It's not about being outgoing. It's about making other people, in general, feel good in your presence. Yeah, it's about creating a sense of connection. It's about leading the vibe. Women are drawn to men who can make them feel special, who can make them feel understood, who can make them feel something, excited. And all through subtle subconscious cues. Yeah, so you can develop charisma by focusing on your energy, about your listening skills, and your ability to create fun, engaging interactions that actually stimulate emotions. This is the heart of old school game. Yeah, the old school PUA game. the social art of attraction. So practice active listening. Focus fully on the person that you are talking to. Respond with genuine interest. Use playful teasing. Use humor to create light and fun atmosphere. Lead the interaction by suggesting to move here, to move there. Lead the interaction by telling stories. This is what more men should try to develop. That's being the center of attention. How? Well, by telling interesting stories, by sharing anecdotes of your interesting life, by introducing people to each other. Be the connector. Look, if you are a man who listens deeply and remembers details from past conversations, you will make everybody feel seen and valued. Yeah, this is far more attractive than just being good looking. Playful teasing done with a bit of intelligence, with a bit of a social intelligence, warmth, respect. That creates sexual tension and it shows confidence, making you stand out from the nice guys who are afraid to flirt. You taking the lead in social interactions, in social situations, like connecting people to each other. Yeah, bringing the friends that you met here and met over there, bringing them together to become one big friend group. That demonstrates confidence. That demonstrates social intelligence. Both are highly attractive. So become a more socially dominant guy. Be the leader. It will help you. It will, again, this beats the crap out of having a wallet full of money, having a big car outside, having a handsome face, having a sculpted body. If you are unable to make people feel good around you, you will not be attractive at all. You might attract a woman to your money, or to your handsome face, or to your abs, but she will not really be emotionally stimulated. So she's therefore, well, I wanted to say one thing and one thing only, but this is from my experience, yeah? The guys who have money, who attract women with their money, the women will stay. You know, because of what they want. They will not be highly desiring that guy. The women who are attracted by a handsome face or the body, they will come, they will test the waters, but if they're not responded with charisma, with an actual character, with, something that sparks their interest, they will move off. And it's not the lack of money or the lack of being handsome or the lack of having a body that make them go away. It's the lack of character. And a character is developed outside of your comfort zone. Life is lived outside. That's where you learn things. That's where you experience amazing things, hopefully, which will make you grow character. And from my experience, and again, I've been doing this internationally since 2009. Before that, I was already active here in Holland, becoming a mentor in this particular field. And I've seen so many guys succeed. I've seen so many guys fail. And this is my experience, I really hope that you'll take something from it. Because, there's no need for you to stay inside, pointing fingers, angrily pointing fingers at women. Yeah, I see it happen continuously. Yeah, women's bars have raised and now they're all delusional and they all have unrealistic expectations. Sure, there are women who have unrealistic expectations, but you cannot convince me that if you are outside, out of the house doing things, that those are the only women that you meet. Because, well, I have a relationship right now. I'm building a family. 10 months ago, 9 months ago, I have my second daughter. Yeah, I'm really busy doing my family thing, but I still meet a lot of women. I just came back from Portugal. I spent a week there with my family. My parents have been married for 50 years. We flew over there with my sisters, with my girlfriend, our daughter, our parents. Yeah, it's like the whole big family thing. I met some nice ladies over there. I went to some smaller towns. Yeah, we drove through Portugal. I saw some gorgeous girls, man. They're out there. For the past 20 years, I've been for 30 years, I've traveled a lot. I used to be a DJ in the past. I've always traveled a lot, especially in the weekends. I flew everywhere, and I met amazing people everywhere. Sure, I also met some bimbos. Had fun with them as well. Yeah, but there are some quality women out there, some women that are actually worthy of investing your time in. But you have to get out of the house, because that's where you build real confidence from the inside out. That's what you have to do, because that's step 4, building real confidence from the inside out. True confidence isn't about external validation. It's about knowing your value and being comfortable in your own skin. Like that fat friend of mine. He's big ass motherfucker. He eats. He loves to eat. But he's confident, and that is exactly what makes him so attractive, so interesting. He is comfortable in his own fat skin. And when you rely on money or on looks or muscles for confidence, you're always at the mercy of circumstances. But when you build confidence from within, you become unshakable. And women are experts at sensing real confidence versus fake bravado. And I've seen that happen a lot, even with some mentors of mine. Yeah, some guys, some big pickup artist names. They faked confidence. Yeah, and they were good at picking women up. But once those women got to know them better, they all moved off. So those guys were only, they were boasting all the girls like, hey, man, I'll pick this one up. Yeah, well, where's she now? You lost, dude. Why are you trying to get my validation so that you feel good about yourself? You don't have to convince me. And again, I've been around a lot of big PUA names. I've seen, I've lived with a couple. You cannot fake real confidence. You cannot fake you feeling good about yourself. It has to be built. It has to grow. You have to get out there, experience life, all the ups, all the downs, because it will help you build up the confidence that you need to embrace who you are. And the more you invest time, energy, money in your mindset, in your skills, in your self-respect, the more attractive you will become. No matter what you look like or how much you earn. Again, I've seen fat guys. Man, I wish I had their confidence. Well, back then, when we did the infield thing. Because those fat guys, they had some confidence, man, and they went out there and they they did some damage. Yeah, so my wish for you is to identify and challenge your limiting beliefs about yourself, about women. Like a lot of guys, when I ask them more questions and we go in depth, a lot of them think that they are not good enough, or that women only want rich guys. Those are limiting beliefs. And if that's what you believe, if that's truly your core belief, you can have all the money in the world but still be super unattractive. You can have the abs, but you're still unattractive. You can have the looks, but you're still unattractive. You can use PUA, your PUA skills, to bring home women after, like one after the other. I've seen it happen, and still be unattractive. Practice self-affirmation. Practice visualization. See yourself succeeding in social situations. Take care of yourself, your mental and emotional health through exercises, meditation, journaling maybe. When you become a man who believes in his own worth and who approaches women with genuine curiosity, not neediness, you will be far more attractive than a rich guy who's desperate for approval. And I've seen some rich guys who were desperate for approval. They were a pain in the ass to be around. Visualizing success or successful interactions, social interactions, before going out helps as well. Yeah, it helps you become more relaxed and become more confident, which women will pick up on instantly. Everybody will pick up on it instantly, because you will radiate attractive signals. And I would say, invest your time in self-care, like working out. And not for the looks, not for the abs, but for your own well-being. Yeah, for your mental health. Because then you will build authentic confidence that radiates in every interaction. Yeah, instead of trying to become a very muscular guy, thinking that it will make you attractive, that the muscles will make you attractive. That's not the right way of going at it. Step 5. Make building your social game a lifelong practice. You have to embrace the social art of charisma, the social art of game. The most attractive men, and I'm not saying attractive in looks, yeah, but like socially attractive men, the guys that walk into a room and just radiate something that pulls all the eyes in their direction, are the guys who have this skill like built in. And that's why I always refer back to old school game, yeah, like the indirect pickup arts. Because back then it was not about, at least for me, it was not about manipulation. It was about learning how to build charisma, be more interesting in social situations, not for women, but for everybody around. I wanted to understand attraction so you can create attraction, build rapport, build deeper levels of comfort, deeper levels of connection, and just enjoy the process. Like really, I wanted to enjoy the process of meeting new people. When I started learning about this, I came out of a long-term relationship that exploded in my face as like an atomic bomb, a very toxic atomic bomb. Last year's just turned way more toxic and toxic. It was a shit show to be in, to be a part of. So I really felt a desire to like move out there and meet new people, see what social interactions were really about, and I wanted to understand the psychology behind it. And I really enjoy the process of meeting new people. And when you commit to developing your social charisma, and when you commit to stop making excuses and actually start living life to the fullest, you will become a man who women want to be around. Not because of what you have, but because of who you are and what you exude and how they feel around you. So study the principles of social dynamics. Study the principles of old school game. Study the principles of attraction. Read books. Watch videos. Learn from real world experience. Yeah, get your ass out there. And surround yourself with people who inspire you to grow on this journey with you, and who challenge you, and challenge yourself socially. Yeah, make it a habit of stepping outside your comfort zone. Try new venues, approach new groups, become part of new social activities, and keep refining your skills. Look, when you become a man who studies social dynamics and practices regularly, you will become naturally charismatic. You will make every interaction smoother, and they will become more enjoyable. Because you will get positive social feedback, which will give you positive emotions, which will reinforce your behavior. Yeah, you go out, enjoy yourself, get positive emotions back, you feel good, so you will want to go out more. And I'm not saying going out to clubs, but to go out of the house and be social more. Yeah, and consistently keep on pushing your comfort zone, like approaching a new group at a party, approaching new people wherever it is that you are. Yeah, because that's how you accelerate your growth, and that's what makes you more adaptable and attractive in any social situation. Let me get a sip of my cold coffee. Ugh. Look, to become truly attractive, truly charismatic, to truly become a person that people want to be around, that women want to be around, focus on mastering subconscious communication and master social charisma. Not just money, not just looks or muscles. Yes, they play their part. Yeah, don't neglect those. I did that for a very long time. Do not do that. I'll tell you about that next time. Yeah, but money, looks, muscle, yeah, grooming, it's important. But it's not the end-all, be-all. Women are drawn to the signals that you send through your presence, through your confidence, through your social skills, your charisma, your game. Yeah, so by taking action, by developing real game and embracing the social art of attraction, you will break free from limiting beliefs and create better results for yourself. I've seen it happen more than enough times to actually be very convinced that what I'm telling you right now works. And every day that you spend waiting for the perfect circumstances is a day that you will miss out on real connections, real growth, and unforgettable experiences. Understand that there are men out there right now developing their charisma, building their game, not even knowing that's what they're doing, but they're going out there. And they are attracting amazing women. They are pulling left and right. They are dating women. They are bringing the girls home that you want to meet. But you're standing outside of the playing field watching them, calling them assholes, and telling, asking yourself this question, why does she choose an asshole like that while I'm so nice and I can be such a great boyfriend? Well, because you don't put yourself out there. She has to be able to choose you. And if you're not on the playing field, or if you're not on the dance floor, how can she choose you? She cannot. So show up and take action so that she provide her with a better opportunity, with a better option. Stop pointing fingers and be the better option. Be the better opportunity for her. Man, I told my girlfriend, I have 2 daughters right now. My first daughter that I haven't talked to her in a long time, since she was 2, but I heard she's now 17. I heard she has a boyfriend. He better have some character. He better have some charisma. And for my other daughter, I really hope that she will meet a guy that's out there, living his life, building up a character for himself. Yeah. That's why I keep doing this, man. I'm very motivated. I want one day to become a grandfather. Yeah. I want to see my daughter being happy with the guy that she chooses, and I hope that he is a guy with a character. Yeah. That because now I am. I have the task, to bring her up and to keep her safe. When she has a boyfriend, I have to hand her over to him. He better have some game. He better have some character. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I do this. So there you go. And if you're ready to stop hiding behind obstacles, if you're ready to start developing real game, take the first step today. Do not wait for tomorrow. Practice the action steps from this training. Share your progress in the comments. Subscribe for more trainings. Yeah, I record a lot of these trainings. From all these 18 years of experience now, and 21 years of experience in self-help. Yeah, and 2004 was when I first heard an Anthony Robbins tape. That's when it all started for me. I'm going to share everything that I've learned in the last 21 years now. I'm going to share everything with you, hoping that you are able to challenge yourself to learn, grow, and make every social interaction a chance to connect. Yeah, and remember, the most powerful signals that you send are the ones that come from your presence, your confidence, and your social skills. So step into the world, embrace the art of game, of charisma, and let your true value shine. Yeah, the right women, the quality ladies that you actually want to spend your time with, and the life that you want, they are waiting for you simply to show up. And brother, if you need any help with that, if you can't get yourself to get off your ass, join our new community. We have an online community for men where we teach trainings weekly. We have Q&A sessions. We have community calls where you can network with brothers from other countries. And we're going to build that up to become the most valuable resource for men to suck knowledge from and to improve their lives with. And you're more than welcome to join. If you want access, you can either find the link in our bio or leave a comment below, community, and I will make sure that you get the link. Yeah? Brother, I will hope to see you there. Take care. Comb your hair. See you in the next training video.